Today we're going to look at the draw a diagram problem solving strategy using the messy space framework. I'm going to start by reading the sample question. Jeremy's birthday cake was baked in the shape of a cube and was covered on every side with delicious pink icing. If it was cut into 27 cubes, how many pieces would have icing on none, 1, 2 or 3 sides? Let's look at phase 1. What do I already know? I know that there has to be 27 cubes altogether. And I know that the dimensions are going to be 3 by 3 by 3 because that equals 27. I know on the inside there is no icing, but on the outside of the cake there will be icing. What do I need to know? I need to know how many sides have icing. Let's look at phase 2, messy space, using the draw a diagram strategy. Now, drawing a diagram can help us identify relationships between parts of the problem and get a bit of a spatial understanding of it. By drawing a diagram, it also helps us what must be done and what actually must be calculated in order to solve the problem. So I'm going to start by drawing the cube. As previous, I know that the dimensions are 3 by 3 by 3 because that equals 27. And here's my cube here. What I'm trying to find out is how many have 0, 1, 2 or 3 sides of icing. Now I'm going to go through them now. Now the very inside square, there is 1. That is going to have no icing on it. How many squares of pieces of cake will have one side? There will be the very center square on each of the faces. And that will give us 6 altogether. How many have 2 sides? It's these pieces here. And there are in fact 12 of those altogether. How many have 3 sides of icing? Those are our corner squares, and there are 8 altogether. So I believe there is 1 piece with 0 sides of icing, 6 pieces with 1 side of icing, 12 pieces with 2 sides of icing, and 8 pieces with 3 sides of icing. How I could justify it is I could go back through that shape and check that the information within the table is correct. Because we're short of time, I'm going to go through and provide my worded solution. There is 1 piece with 0 sides. There are 6 pieces with 1 side of icing. There are 12 pieces with 2 sides. And lastly, there are 8 pieces with 3 sides of icing. And that is how you use the draw a diagram problem solving strategy using the messy space framework.